In early 2024, the BDR team did a much-needed update to the MABDR, with some of the biggest changes coming to Section 3 of the route. In this video, I'll compare the old and new versions of the route, as well as give you a harder alternative and one incredibly scenic alternative.
No, I feel like I'm in Star Wars and they're like going through the little hugger.
Looking for the Ewok?
Yes!
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I'm doing right now.
That was a little crazy. Tight corner. Tight corner. That's a bad corner to overshoot right there. Oh yeah, that would have been want to overshoot that one.
I mean, I just feel like a jet airplane or something. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. I'm gonna stop at this stop sign for a second. I just need a minute.
I need water. I
need a tissue.
Yeah, it was. Somebody did that.
Taking my helmet off.
Was that? Did we finish the 150 miles yet? Dude, we're halfway there.
And it is here at the beginning of the 2024 Section 3 that we split off to follow the old route. Piney Mountain Road is a lovely dirt forest road with a few shallow creek crossings, winding through the woods seemingly forever, but without ever really getting boring. I think the flow just made it so enjoyable, and it was followed by this great backcountry, windy asphalt. Just remember, drive if someone is coming the other way at any time, because they could be.
Yeah, whoa. Look at people still hanging out over there. What?
Our second highlight is Sugar Tree Road. More open and dusty than many other roads. Looks like a squiggly snake on the map. And with its open curves, it was a great spot to push my gravel riding skills as I raced behind the speeding hawks and ate the dust of the guys leaving me behind.
Oh my goodness. You got drift around. Woo! Look at that. If you're gonna crash, don't crash into my KTM. Oh, look at that, look at that.
From here, it was more backcountry asphalt roads until we met up with the new section rejoining into the MABDR. Now, we actually hit the new MABDR section on our last day heading back home, but I'm going to skip the chronological order to compare side by side. One thing about the new section, it's got a lot of fresh, loose, big gravel. And I've heard in the MABDR Facebook group that they've added a lot of the same gravel to Archer Road as well. I can't say that there was anything special about most of the roads, with one exception, and that's Height Road. It's not even on the main route. It's actually listed as a harder alternative, but just take it. It's not any harder than anything else on the MABDR, and it's a pretty great road with some actually incredible views, which is pretty rare along the official MABDR route. I mean, just check some of this out.
It is gorgeous road. What a switchback.
I have no idea why they labeled this as a harder road and didn't include it in the main route. The only thing I could guess is for a slight increased peril, as there's some spots where sliding off the road would be really, really bad.
Mountains, that dark top.
It's pretty close on which route is better, old or new. I think I'd still give the edge to the old route. And if seeing good views is your thing, well, I got something for you at the end of the video. I got a great add-on right along the MABDR official route. Time traveling back into the rain, our crew was reaching the end of the day and looking for a place to camp. Having not bathed in a couple days, some of us were wanting to set up near the river and get cleaned up, and knowing that the infamous deeper water crossings of Section 3 were right nearby, I hoped camping could be found along the Brandywine.
Oh no! Oh no, you okay, bro? You need help out?
Turns out camp spots were a little harder to come by along this road.
I think this road goes back into National Forest, so you see a spot. Whoa, that looks cool. No, I don't see any camping spots. I am just out
there. After wasting time goofing off, crossing the rivers, exploring around, we finally pushed into the woods, made our own spots right on the banks of the river.
You find something? Oh, there he is. Oh, my foot got stuck. Oh, cool. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think we can camp up here. Keep our bikes down here. All right, let's do it. You'll feel revived. You'll feel like a new man. Oh. Oh my God.
And so came the final day of our trip. With Alex having some tire troubles and Jay overnight becoming a granddad, Alex and Jay headed out early while the rest of us would push on to take the long way home, hitting a harder alternative as well as the already shown new section of the MABDR route. But before we could head out, there was one surprise this campsite had for us.
Well, I delayed a little bit because I broke a GoPro mount. I had to dig one out. And now I'm getting to see this. He's sticking his head out. Guys, I'm right beside him. You want to come see this?
Bidding farewell to Mr. Beaver, I caught up to the crew in time to film them on the last water crossing along this road.
How did we get out of here?
It is an infamous one, known for getting pretty deep at times and for having flooded many a good bike. A few years ago I crossed when my skill level was a lot lower and the water was a whole lot higher. I made it through okay, my buddy not so much. Today there would be no such excitement.
Ride south until we get a signal.
Yeah, that's true. We'll take a left here that goes south. Yeah. Hey, it's been a blast. Yeah.
Stay safe.
Ride safe. Yeah. Let us know when you get back. We will. Enjoy it, guys.
Oh, the Fellowship of the Ring is divided.
Alright, then there were 4.
2 go south to take the ring to Mordor. While the rest, while 4 of us go after the hobbits and Brandywine. Brandywine even sounds like a hobbit town, for goodness sakes.
We departed the official MABDR route, hopping on to this mountain pass highway in direction of some more challenging roads. While they are not along the MABDR, they're not far off either and can make a great addition to your ride. In this case, we were riding south and would meet up again with a 2024 edition of the MABDR I mentioned earlier. Pretty soon we saw one of my favorite signs of all time. As the highway turned to narrow, unmarked pavement, and the pavement turned into narrow gravel. The gravel turned to dirt. The dirt turned to creek crossings and rock, and it only got better from there.
back up here again. All right. It's getting better and better.
While it felt like we had been going uphill forever, our climb was not yet done. We would go almost 1,200 feet over ridiculously loose baby rocks and even some technical terrain in a mere 2 miles.
I'm coming.
This is definitely one of those roads that is easier going down than it is up.
He's holding. Oh, it's loose rock. Oh, look at the Jeep coming. Yep. Oh, it's tough. Yeah, thank you. Woohoo! Come on. Whew. Hey, that's fun.
Now that we were finally at the top, we would spend the next many miles along dirt roads in the mountains in search of a reported knob with incredible 360-degree views.
Wow, look at that. Hey guys, y'all having fun? Yeah, it looks like it. Hey, where's the actual flagpole knob? Like the actual knob itself? Oh, it is?
At first I thought it was flagpole knob, but it turned out to be Reddish knob. And it's actually quite accessible from the MABDR route.
Oh, you know what, Dalton? I bet you were thinking of the right knob. You were thinking of Reddish knob.
However you want to do it, it's a worthwhile experience and was a great way to end our trip.
Dude, look at this! Wow! That's on a ridge! With gas on both sides. Oh my goodness! What? Dude! What is this? Whoa!
And so came the end of yet another incredible adventure. The trip was full of amazing moments and discoveries that are only a few miles off the official MABDR route, and I'll be posting all the added roads in the description of this video as well as in past videos. And if I can add one more thought from the studies of this trip, it is that my point in the first video was not to minimize the struggles we face, but to remind us to not let tomorrow's worries blind us from seeing today's opportunities. And that if you believe in God, believe also in His care for you. So let me end with this verse from 1 Peter 5 that says, "Humble yourselves under the mighty power of God, and at the right time, He will lift you up in honor. Give all worries and cares to God, for He cares about you."